to this beautiful stretch of the Pacific Northwest coast. We're standing on ancient land as witnesses to the marriage of Jessa and Matt. Our temple is the sacred territory of the original native communities who've lived here in this part of the world for thousands of years. And as we celebrate, we can honor them. As they stood before us, so they stand among us now, rich in spirit. Since time began, man has gathered as we are now for some of the most important life events that anyone can undertake, those rites of passage that transition us from one part of life to another. And so it is that we are here now. And so please know that your presence here is a powerful agent that deepens the impact of the vows our most loved couple are here to make. I got to know Jessa and Matt in the Amazon jungle of Peru. And in dreaming of their wedding, they chose to draw on influences of traditional communities and their medicine teachings. And these indigenous communities understand their place in the sacredness of all things, the interconnectedness of all life. So I'd like to just mention a few symbols that you will notice that will be held throughout this beautiful ceremony. It's going to be anchored by fire and water. The water element of ocean, as we can all tell, is very unruly. It's expressive and expansive. It very much mirrors within all of us our passionate nature. Fire has transformative power and incredible magic. The energies of fire and water are also within us, and they too represent the water as the feminine and the fire, the masculine. Throughout our ceremony, we're going to be burning two particular sacred herbs. Palo Santo is a medicinal bark from Latin America, and from this part of our continent, North America, the red bark of the great cedar tree. You'll notice that Matt and Jessa are standing in two overlapping circles. It's an extremely ancient and sacred symbol. It's known as the Vesica Pisces, and it represents the two overlapping worlds, two independent universes. Further along in our ceremony, just before they're ready to make their vows before us here, they'll be stepping into the eye of the Vesica Pisces, known as the Great Center. It's the great unknown, which is the essence of what adventure is all about. And if marriage is anything, for those of you who've already experienced it, it's surely one of the greatest adventures anyone can undertake. I'll be starting the ceremony shortly with the 6 directions. This is a cross-cultural way of beginning any ceremony. So on any continent across the world, they honor the directions, the cardinal points of south, west, northeast, Mother Earth, and Father Sky. And lastly, you will have noticed on your seats that there's a stone each that you have. This is to represent confetti. Please, under no circumstances will you hurl these stones at our guests at any point in our ceremony. But the plan is that at the end, I'll prompt you to whisper or to breathe in your prayers, your well wishes, your best intentions for our loved couple. And as they process down the aisle, it'll be your turn to pass those wishes into the ocean so that the stones get returned from where they came. Let us start the fire. To the winds of the east, realm of eagle, the most sacred bird of this extraordinary land, we call on you to infuse our space here. Allow us to experience our own wings as we too are lifted up in the updraft of your most expansive flight. May we soar far beyond the mountains we only dare to dream of. Allow us, eagle, to see things as you do, from this direction of new beginnings, of dawn, of resurrection, of new horizons, as we find the courage and the power within us to face the unknown. We honor you in our sacred medicine space, this extraordinary ceremony for which we're gathered today. Aho! To the winds of the south, may we feel the warmth of the sun's glare. This is the direction of Sachamama, the great serpent. Enter our space now. You teach us the medicine of sweetness and detachment. Allow us to shed those stories, those past thoughts that no longer serve us. May we give them back to the earth as you shed your skin, so that they may be made beautiful again. Great serpent, infuse in us the memory of how we belong to the sacred earth. As your belly always slithers on the ground, may we feel tethered from today onwards, always in the bosom of the Great Mother. We honor you, direction of the south. Aho! To the winds of the west, this is the path of the lonely warrior. It is here that we must place ourselves within the space of the shadow, the realm of the sinking sun. Here is the space of the greatest life medicine, where we must undertake to transform our fears, to turn our wounds into the sweetest of medicine. I call on the spirit of jaguar, puma, to prowl around our ceremony this evening. May we feel your beautiful whiskers. May we hear your purr as you prowl around us with your impeccable feline poise and grace. Enable us to step beyond fear, to step beyond death, that we may dance in those realms beyond, where all is possible, where there is no death, life continually unfolding. Aho! To the realm of the north, direction of the north, sweet winds come from the realm of the ancestors, the ancient ones, all our relations. We honor the medicine people back and forward through time who guard this land. We thank you for blessing this space and for holding it most sacredly for us here today. I call on the spirit of the hummingbird. May you infuse our space with the sweetness of your nectar. May we be inspired to feel stillness in motion as we too watch the blur or feel the blurring hum of your wings. May we always remember the sweetness of life as we drink deeply from the nectar that you infuse in our space this evening. Oh. Mother Earth, Pachamama, Gaia, we gather here for the ceremony, for the coming together of Matt and Jessa. We gather too to remember all your creations. We honor all of them. The stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the winged, the furred, the whiskered, the scaled, the finned ones, all our relations, all the children. We thank you for the gift of being here together. May we sing another song, breathe another breath as we live another day, remembering the miracle that is life on this most beautiful planet. Oh. Father Sun, Inti Tai Tai, Grandmother Moon, nearing the end of your cycle to the place of new beginnings. What appropriate time to have a ceremony as we embrace the new, as new seeds are planted here on this extraordinary part of this beautiful universe. Star brothers, star sisters, star beings, fill our space, crown our space with the medicine of the love that you crown us with. Great Spirit, you who are known by 1,000 names, and you who are the unnameable one, hear our prayer. Fill our hearts, open our hearts, that we remember who we are in love, in sacredness. Oh.